Coming up next, we have the second in an ongoing series of editorials. This is The View from Hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The View from Hell. I'm the devil. Okay, so it's winter, it's cold, obviously it's time to talk about global warming. Okay, now I know this is a hot issue right now, that's a pun, so I thought I would go over what each of the Canadian political parties is proposing to combat climate change. Alright, so a couple of months ago it was Hanukkah, the Jewish Festival of Light, and basically it celebrates this time when there was one candle in a temple, only enough oil to burn for 1 day, but it burned for 8 days! So, federal Liberal leader Stéphane Dion, and this is true, got up and claimed that Hanukkah is a model for energy efficiency, which pretty much sums up the Liberals' grand plan to combat climate change. If you can't propose anything that works, hell, count on the supernatural. It'll probably work better than the one-ton challenge, which everyone thought was some gluttonous American weight loss program. Oh, what was that? What, the Green Party? No, I'm sorry, since they don't have a seat in the House of Commons, I wasn't paying attention to what they were saying, and neither was anyone else. Moving right along. To sunshine and lollipops, rainbows, and the NDP. Oh, the world is so rose-colored in Jack and Olivia's land. Caps on everything, cars that run on hugs and kisses. It's the right thing to do. And of course, no one's going to care about rising energy prices or declining stock values in the Alberta oil patch, which will negatively affect the retirement funds of the middle class. Nope, no one's going to care about that at all. Don, 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 conservatives. Okay, so the Tories took a little bit of heat at the UN Climate Change Conference in Bali a little while ago for daring to suggest that if the developed Western nations were to accept caps on greenhouse emissions, then perhaps the developing nations of the world, like China and India, read over half of the world's population, would have to accept caps as well. Now, I know that the Tories are still living in a time before Moses killed dinosaurs with a slingshot, but they actually had a fair point on this one. Put another way, it doesn't matter how much you spend on begonias for your front yard, if your neighbor insists on parking his burned out 74 Chevy in the front lawn, well, your property's going to look like crap by default. And if I can get real for a second, no one party has actually articulated the real consequences of their proposals on how to combat climate change. I mean, on one hand, if you really act right now to combat global warming, sure, the world's going to be safe, but your standard of living is going to get seriously burned. On the other hand, if you do nothing, sure, most of the world is going to boil and the north thaws, but on the, consider it, Canada's territories will suddenly become the world's #1 source for fertile, undeveloped land, and you could retire on those gains. Maybe I should close with my advice to the Bloc Québécois. Vous êtes damned if vous do, et vous êtes damned if vous don't. That's The View from Hell. I'm the devil. Good night.